I am writing a paper on AIDS for a class in statistics. The first place I automatically go to is google.com just because that's the first place I always go to. Um, in the bar, I will type in AIDS. The first thing I see pop up is welcome to AIDS.gov. Unfortunately, I haven't heard that Wikipedia is that useful, so the first thing I would click on is either the CDC or AIDS.gov. Hmm, I am looking for what background of all people, white people, black people, Asian people, etc., Hispanics have AIDS the most. What group? So, on the AIDS.gov website, I will look at HIV/AIDS basics and scroll down to U.S. statistics. I am limiting my research to the United States of America. And my answer is already answered because on the HIV website it says more than 1.2 million people in the United States are living with HIV infection, and almost 1 in 7 are unaware of their infection. And it continues to say gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men, particularly young black African American, are most seriously affected by HIV. So, with that being said, my question was what race of people are affected by HIV or AIDS the most? And the first answer I am given is black African American men, gay men. And then I scroll down and I see a chart. So, men seeking men, MSM, are clearly the leading cases, whether they are white, black, or Hispanic, in the United States. MSM is abbreviated, men seeking men. So, of all races, men remain the most populated. And after that, black women are the most. So, my answer is again answered. Black women and black men are the leading cases of HIV and AIDS, followed by white men, and then Hispanic men, and then white women. Oops, yep, excuse me, wrong. Black and white men and Hispanic men are at the top, followed by black women, then black men, and then white women. So, to answer my question, African Americans are the leading cases of HIV. Okay, so proceed to go to Google again and type in AIDS. This time I'm going to type in AIDS statistics just to see if the information is accurate elsewhere. See if I can find a credible website like AIDS.gov. The computer is moving a little slow right now, but if I had to keep up with my sources for AIDS.com, I would simply um, copy and paste the URL in a Word document, come back to it later to cite it. That simple. Every time I ran across a source that I needed, I would just copy and paste the URL and put it in a Word document. And I would use a generator. Okay, so I'm back at Google. And to make sure that the information that I have received of AIDS.gov, I will type in AIDS statistics just to find another reliable resource. But what can be more reliable than the AIDS website is what I'm thinking. Fortunately, the Wi-Fi at Georgia Southern saying limited access. So, so as I look for another website that would be credible, I click on avert.org. Mm, all right, and it brings me. I click on the USA category because it gives me not just the United States, it gives me different countries across the world. And I'll scroll down and it says Black African American are at the top of the list. They do not give men or women, they just say Black and African American, but at the top they do explain that the most vulnerable groups are men who have sex with men, men seeking men, and of course drug users. And whites follow after that, and then Hispanics. In my last research at AIDS.gov, though, Hispanic men were before whites. On avert.org, since they just list by race and not gender, Hispanics are below whites. So, 2 out of 2 websites say that blacks are the leading cases of HIV in America. I will continue to press the back button to go back to my Google search. Now I will click on the CDC. Diagnosis of HIV by race and ethnicity. Okay. I'm on the CDC. And Black African Americans are the leading cases, followed by whites and then Hispanics. Everyone else follows with very smaller numbers. Black African Americans are the highest by far, by thousands. Okay? And because all of these websites are accurate, I would copy the URL and paste them on a Word document. I only clicked on those websites because they had .org or .gov. At this point, if I felt like I went to another website, I would think I would get the same information. So my research here is done.